So, one of the things that I realized while working today, during like on break, of course, not while I was working, uh, was that this implementation of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is kind of dumb, and it's brought up by Lord Zeolite yesterday. Uh, that it's kind of like basic programming. It's a because it's a 3x3 grid. Uh, yeah, because it's 3x3 grid. I should have rows and columns. I shouldn't have hard coded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that way I can actually make the logic between all the things work better. So, and I was thinking about how to actually do it. I think I can. I think I can do it without needing arrays of arrays. Like I think I can just I can pretend that there's an array of array, and I have like coordinates, right? Like 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, etc. Those are the keys that I place into the blackboard instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, instead of 1 through 9. I think I just straight up just put 0, 0 in there and 1 and 0, 1, and I think that's good enough because I can concat the numbers together and turn it into a string. I think that'll be really simple, and I think it's totally doable. It's just I'm stuck. I don't know if I guess I should do that. I think I can do that after. I'm in the middle of doing. I stopped yesterday's stream in the middle of. Was it yesterday's stream? Yeah, I think I went to sleep. I think I did a little bit more work yesterday. After I stopped streaming yesterday, but uh, but I don't remember exactly what. So I think this function was working yesterday. I think I left off the stream with it not working, and I came back home and it's currently working. In a different way that I had planned before. Because cloning units doesn't happen instantly because it's an effect. So, I needed to just copy the units directly. But anyways, let's see. What I need to do now is actually turn this into a general function instead of I have things hard coded in. I don't know how to organize this. Like, should I put it in the global vars? I think I want to organize it by like I want to organize it by like function and have like folders for each function and have the vars inside. That would probably be like the most easy to reason about, but I think it's a little bit unnecessary to, because then I'd need to duplicate variables. Like I'm passing this variable straight down to the bottom here. Like I would declare it here and pass it into here and then pass it into here, the same variable, and that's kind of wasteful. I could just, reuse the same global variable that I'm using here. So let's think about this. So let's do one variable at a time. All right, we've got this variable. Let's, I guess I can put it in global vars for now. What is this supposed to be? The player? I think I have. Do I have a variable for player somewhere? I don't think. Maybe I do. I'm trying to think. How would I search for it? I think the logic somewhere is like get player or something. No, it's not get player. It's like. Do we not specify which player here? Oh well. I think I can just copy and paste this. I think either one would be fine. Actually, this one's probably better because it's going to be a specific variable. And close this. I'm gonna try to close out a bunch of these. This is, I haven't created that function yet. Okay, so we want the name of this variable to be this, ID and name. We can rename this. And it's going to be of type player. I just don't know if, is player just a, I think player is just a number. I think we can check here what I did, whatever. I think I hard coded this to player 1 somehow. Yeah, right here. Hard coded to player 1. Yeah, it's a value. So, um, so essentially what will happen, right, is this on battle phase will set this variable. I think this is all just, I think this got copy and pasted over. So I think I'm going to add a set variable here to temporarily, well, we could do for each, I guess I could figure out the for every player. I guess what we're doing is we're giving it the player. We're not giving the player blackboard. Because I guess it has, we have to get the different blackboards anyway. I guess we could set the blackboard. Is that easier or harder? I don't think it really matters whether I grab the blackboard here or grab it inside of each of these functions. I think it's probably easier to grab because it's gonna be, oh no, it should be here because I'm always grabbing the blackboard. Otherwise I'd be replicating a lot of code here. A lot of grab blackboard code. So this makes sense. It should be the player. So cycle through all players. I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna put a big to do here. To do so to show that these are all in progress. I think for now, I think I'll just set the variable and I'll undo that. Oh, Mr. JXP. Oh, JXP. Do them with me. Alright, alt tab back in the SC2. I didn't see. What are you playing SC2 for? Have you already given up on Stormgate the night before the release? Crazy guy. Sorry, I meant CS2. Oh my god. Well, I appreciate you making the time to even redeem push-ups while playing CS2, if that's what you're really doing. Oh, you are playing CS. Wait, it's 12-5 though. You're already winning. I bought the auto sniper and the other team got mad. You would. But also, just, I don't know, the other team should just be better and they should just get good and take it from you. Sounds like a skill issue for the other team that they're getting mad. What are you eating? Beef and green beans and rice. A bowl of caviar. Oh my fucking god. That's what you eat. You're projecting. I bet you're rich. And you drive all these cars. And you have 10 butlers. And you don't wash your hands. Your butler washes your hands for you. Crazy guy. Okay, so we're going to set the variable. Actually, I don't need to set the variable, right? Because I'm defaulting it, right? So it does no sense in setting it right now. No, I drive a Mini. Oh, you did say that. You did say that, but who knows though you're telling the truth? I don't know. Okay, so let's actually ignore this for now, and we're going to this defaults to player 1, which is good. We can close that out. For player should probably do set that. Have you seen K-pop Demon Hunter? I haven't seen it, but I love the music. I really want to see it. I just haven't found time. I feel like I should be working on this at all times. It's too late already. We've already like the game's coming out tomorrow. I'm so slow. What am I doing here? I've set this variable, now I gotta create this variable. So let's copy this one because this is a variable of units. We're going to, it's faster. I was going to do Control F to replace, but it's faster to just copy both, just paste over both of them. So this is a unit group. I don't think it need a default value here. Because it's going to be set. And it wouldn't make any sense to have a default value here. So within create battle units for player, right? Well, okay, let me just create the variables. I'm trying to think if I should create all of them first or if I should use them and test them out as I go and like use hard coded stuff. I think I'm gonna do one variable at a time because that makes it easier to reason about. I think. So this is the function that we are trying to change here. So for all staging positions, I think I want to redo how. I think I want to redo the staging position stuff now. So I think I'm gonna stash I'm gonna stash these changes, and then come back. What is the change here? Oh, these guys. That's fine. I think I'm gonna stash the changes, and then hope that I can remerge it. That's great. Wait, stash. Okay, we stashed all that. And what we want to do is I want to redo. Why is this still here? Do I have to add these and then stash them? Pop. Add. Stash. Okay, there we go. Now I've stashed everything. Playing with fire, always with stash. And I'm going to run status here because I always type STA for status and I just hit enter without even looking at what it is. And I end up stashing stashing stuff by accident. And then my PR gets all, not my PR, my stuff gets all messed up. Okay, so I think we're going to redo this. So this is valid still because it's still like these are still they have to be hard coded points. It's 1 through 9, or actually I think I can change them to 0 0. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to replace this everywhere as 0 0. Where are all the places that I changed? Oh, it changes it here too, right? So essentially saying if we are close to 0 0, then set the variable to 0 0. So I'm actually going to change this to XY or row call. Or how should I do this? Should I do it like brackets like that? What does that look like in README? That's fine. Oh, what did I do there? What does this button do? Show source. Oh, okay. So yeah, it should be row column to be used in the player. What was my latest commit? It should be, the latest commit should be, I'll just make a new commit. Just be a refactor instead of amending the previous one. Wait, did I not push the... Oh, yeah, it says I'm ahead by 1. If I push... I guess I maybe never... I guess I didn't push the staging changes. Okay, so I could amend it, but no, I'll just make a new commit. Debating whether I should change the README first, or if I should go in, if I should do one function at a time. Um, let's do one function at a time. So we're gonna redo this. So we've renamed it to 00. We also have to rename the file to 00. I think I'm gonna ask Cursor to rename the rest of it. Just because there's a lot of them. There's 8 more that I'd have to rename. This is an interesting cover or a rendition. It's a cappella. Can I just do active tabs? Okay, active tabs. Is there an easy way to make this grid look nice for Markdown? I think this is a nicer way to put grids. And what is it? Should I have another this here? Why did it not Oh, it's thinking that this is the header. Oh. What if I remove this? But then it doesn't work. I guess I could have column 1. Wait, let me call 1, call 2, or I'm gonna do call 2. I'm gonna 0 index this. Add a row section, add a column on the left for row 0 through 2. Excellent. Hiding, I got more to be. Hi, game friends. Hello, thanks. How goes how goes the plate spinning? I saw you put out a request for help, but I've got things I'm working on. Rip me, yeah. You're working on a lot of stuff, aren't you? You're working on Phantom mode. You're working on Stormgates. You're working on I don't know what else you're working on. At least those two things. I'm helping Senti with the MOBA. Ah, gotcha. Why don't you just ask Cursor to do the thing that you asked, add the commands, and then have it running on the side? We need a. I don't actually know what MCPs are. Is it the thing that allows you to interact with, like, actually run commands? I think is what MCP is. And I would think you spent $20 dues on Cursor Pro yesterday. Is it worth? We need a Stormgate MCP to actually like run and build the test run the maps and then actually like start clicking on shit. You hit the max request so I have to upgrade. Does it not like I don't know if it's like told me that I hit the max request. I just see it like stop. Like I see it like get really fucking slow and I don't know. I don't know if I actually saved any time using Cursor, but they got $20 out of me. Is it 6 McChickens? I can tell you it's like 2.5 bobas. Maybe even just 2 bobas, depending on where you go and what you get. That's my frame of reference for how much things cost. I don't know how much McChickens cost. How would I say rename the staging positions 1 through 9 to 00 through 22. Ask for clarifications. Don't forget. Actually, I don't think I need to say the file names, but I think there's a context window per agent chat, and it fills up a midday greeting quality. Ah, yeah, I have noticed recently that there was a percentage somewhere that shows up, like what how big the context is, and um, that probably is it. The little percentage that'll show up there if you use it when chat for a long time. Okay, oh, gotcha. But if your content is good, so you're not repeating stuff you told out. I'm not a vibe coder, so I don't really know. Yeah, I was using it a lot today. What was I doing? I was debugging something that I hadn't worked with in a long time, and there were tests set up for it, so that was good. And so like I generally knew what was happening. I just didn't remember every path through it, and it was really nice for that because it actually I figured out where my error was. And I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, it was nice for just forcing it to run a bunch of stuff. Happy Lemon. I don't think there's a Happy Lemon. I've been to Happy Lemon. I think the closest one is pretty far from me. But when I'm like visiting, not when I'm visiting family, but like in that, I have been to Happy Lemon before. It wasn't really like wowed by Happy Lemon, to be honest. Wait, I said ask for clarifications. It didn't, there was nothing to clarify. It was just like, I know what you want. I know exactly what you want. Wait, why is he updating files that have incorrect naming? No, I don't want these files. Stop. Stop. I want them deleted. Is there a share T near you? I'm pretty sure. Let me look it up on the other browser. At least when I went to college. Okay, yeah, there is. Oh, I actually went to Share T like last week. I forgot. I didn't know that was called Share T. It was just a boba place. in my mind. Yeah, I did go to share tea. Was not blown away by it either. All right, let me see what Cursor's doing here. Whoop, Rusty Checky. What? Top three? You think the share tea's top three, or are you asking me what my top three are? Tell your butler we said hi. JXP, Rusty Shaky says hi. I need to get water. I'm out of water, but I'll do it in a second though. I'm in the middle of something. Share tea top three? Not my share tea. I think because apparently there are multiple locations, I imagine the quality varies greatly. And my top three are all places that I don't think exist elsewhere. Like 1 to 2 locations max. Actually, I only have top 2. I don't even know what the third would be. Are you fixing the last minute bugs before the 0.6 release? What a legend. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm actually coding 2.0. Stormgate 2. Actually, Cursor's doing it for me. Yeah, Cursor did not quite hit here. It realized it needed to change the files, but then it started, like, then it decided, actually, I'm just going to create the files, and then I'm going to do something weird here. I don't know why it's like 0 to... Oh, wait, oh, actually... I think this is correct. I just don't understand why it created the files and it's renaming the files. That's where it messed up. It started like, yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna get rid of these. You know, it almost did it. It got most of the way there. I mean, it did the important part. Let me keep all, because I do want these files for sure. I just wanted them, renamed as well in the pre-placed positioning. I mean, at least the files are renamed. The points are same. I think it didn't quite get to... Okay, let me tell it. The files are... Right, 00... Wait, rename all 1 through 9 uses to 00 through 22. Specifically in this file and this one. I wonder if I don't even know how it'd figure out which ones they're supposed to be. I'm just gonna see what it does. Mark, my words 2 hours later. Just fucking fix it. Game friend to the Asian. Maybe, I don't know. 2 hours? No, I can't stay up that late. 2 hours? Actually, honestly, I will stay up that late. That's been my track record. I've been staying up too late. Can you buff Vanguard? Don't tell them. Yeah, I'll buff it just for you. I'll buff every unit starts at tier 100 veterancy. Do you want to do 10 push-ups? Not particularly. All right, the agent understands. Oh, go stretch. I'll get water. Thank you. I do need to. I'm out of water. I'll be right back. Soda pop. Something, something, soda pop. Thank you for the stretch. Thanks for the 10 gift subs. Oh, how did it know? Oh, I forgot about this file. Add staging chord. It gets the closest position. Yeah, it needs to update these as well. This cursor guy is pretty correct. Are you gonna play the campaign? Of course. I don't see. I still haven't decided whether I'm gonna play. I'm gonna jump straight into the campaign tomorrow. Or I think this is the order of operations for tomorrow. Is I'm gonna take a look at this. I'm gonna try to get this into a playable one person mode. No, I don't think that's doable. I'm gonna load this up. I'm gonna record. I think I'm gonna load it up on stream and clip it for Beowulf. Just something to show. And then I'll probably jump into the campaign, and then I'll probably play 1v1 for the rest of the night. If I don't, do I even? I'm not even sure if I can finish campaign. I probably can finish. I'm taking off. Taking a half day off tomorrow, so I should have plenty of time tomorrow. Hey, hello, Turlaw. You may have to fix all the Stormgates before any tournaments can be played. Lol, we shall see. Should I help you out? I try to think, like, I mean, the only tournament that's going to be played immediately, right, is Beowulf's, his exclusive 4-player little shebang. James said it should work for 1v1. Okay. That's true. Yeah. He did pull what, Emberfrost or whatever. Is looking at it. And Cursor's working hard here. I think I'm using up all of my I assume all of my credits though, because it's doing like one line changes and then thinking and then doing a one line change. Okay, so it renamed the pre-placed ones, right? Did it do it correctly? It did it, but this is not what I was envisioning. I was envisioning 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, so it should be 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2. I guess it like converted it to binary, but then not really. Does it think? Because we have 0, 0 here, and then we have 0, 2. I hope it didn't fuck. I hope it's not like fucking up the rest of this. Because 1, 0 would be this one, middle left. Like, in what world does it? Oh shit! What's it doing? Now I need to add the missing staging position files that were deleted. No, why? Why is it doing that? Okay, I think I'm gonna tell it to stop. I don't know what it's doing. Oh, here's the percentage thing, the context usage. Okay, well, it tried. I told it to ask for clarification. Actually, I didn't in the most recent one. I think I just told it to go. But the first time, it didn't ask for clarifications. Okay, I guess I'll fix these manually. So this should be 0, 1. This should be 0, 2. This should be 1, 0. Should be 1, 1. It should be 1, 2. It should be 2, 0. 2, 1. And 2, 2. 2, 2. Okay, so that's that. And then these I don't want. Don't know why they exist. And we have all these points. And then we have the get nearest part. Oops, I did not want to close that. Okay, so let's just do a quick sanity check. We get the position 0. If it's close, then we should pass in. Oh, it's not doing this. We should pass in 0, 0. No, this should be 0, 1. Right, because this is 0, 0. Passes in 0, 0. This is 0, 1, which we should then do 0, 1. This one should be 0, 2. Again, 0, 2. Actually, sorry, this should be just straight up 0, 2. It shouldn't be staging position 0, 2. It should be 1, 0. One, 1. Okay, let's do a quick sanity check. This is 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 0, 2, 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 2, 0, 2, and 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, so that's perfect. Now I think this should be the last part that we need to update. I think I'd rather look at the README instead of the preview of the README. So this is that. We have fixed this one. And then we're going to change this. Add staging quarter player blackboard. So this is going to be 0, 0. Oh, I forgot that this starts at 1. This should actually be 0, 2. And then this should be 0, 0. Default's the bottom left. I wonder if I even want a default here. That's fine. It would probably be cleaner to do. I already have the default. Yeah, that's what I think going forward for these switch cases. I'm not gonna do the default, or just leave the default blank, unless it really should be defaulting. I can't think of a reason why it should default. Anyways, I wonder if I should simplify this and just make this, instead of like this long string, if it should just be 0, 0. Or 0, 1 rather. So that way I don't have to have this weird map thing. Lord Zeolite, hello, hello. I'm taking your suggestion to heart, and I'm refactoring this into something more sensible. And actually like 0, 1, having rows and columns. I'm about to head out. Peace. Thanks for popping in. Glad I could help. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. I mean, it just makes way more sense. I don't remember what actually happens in this function here. So we do the wait seconds and we set this staging cores units to the ones to move. Oh, I see. So this, okay. This was the units that got passed, and then we actually do the moving. And I had forgotten to add this part, which actually runs the getting position. I was trying to remember, where does this get run? I dropped out after 3 years with 30,000 in debt, but it's still at least somewhat helpful. Yeah. I hope it's worked out for you. So student debt, no joke. Okay, so I should do this. Let me move this over here just temporarily so I can look at both. We're actually going to do that equals this, and then we pass that in. That's essentially what I'm doing here in this function here. And so I think I'm okay with I think I'm okay with redoing how what this says here instead of doing this mapping, which is like overly complicated. I think I'm just gonna use this variable here because it is a position, and then I kind of want to convert it to a key, but like there's not really a difference. I think I'm okay with just what am I doing here? It's in this one. So what am I actually doing here? I'm setting the player blackboard to the triggering unit. So I think what I want to do is take this function. I think I can simplify this entire file here, this giant file, into this and passing in the variable. So that's exactly what I want to copy here. We're gonna plop it in right here. I guess I'm just gonna click keep all because I want to get rid of the cursor thing here. Set value of the player blackboard. This is the triggering player, right? I think by default this is the triggering player. Yeah. The triggering unit, the player of the triggering unit. So that's that. And we're going to set this to a variable. This one in particular. Is this what I copy? Yeah. So this should be 0, 0, or whatnot. Have you found the Blackboard thing easy to use? I haven't looked at it. Yeah. So there's, I think the one tricky thing is that I don't know where this like tricks.json came from. I forget. I think Rick Marie put it together, but not all the functions that exist are in this file. Like you kind of have to infer. Like okay, so there's Blackboard. I just the one thing is right. There's get value. How does this work? Okay, yeah. So there's get value, right? And then the type is set after the underscore. So set value unit. And these functions, like I'm just kind of guessing at unit. Like this isn't. I think this is not used anywhere. It's not used anywhere in the big JSON, and it's not listed in this thing. So you just kind of like even though there's like this get type, I don't know how this works. But I think that's the one thing. Tricks.json is reference triggers from the unofficial guide. Gotcha. But yeah, otherwise I think it's like super cool, and it's not. It's pretty straight. I do think it's pretty straightforward to use. Once you understand that. That you can infer, you can kind of just guess at what the types should be for the set value. Because if you're pulling a different type, it's not casting things, right? If you try to do it for unit group or unit, it'll just do nothing. I think it'll silently fail if you try to like get value for unit when you actually set value for unit group, something like that. Ten friend game TV no matter or Eno Matt. How goes it? Hello. Excited for tomorrow? With a question mark. I realized I didn't say are you excited. That could have been me saying I'm excited, but I'm wondering if you are excited or if anybody is excited. So yeah, we have this function here. I don't even know if we need. It did not need to be a separate function. Now that I'm doing it, now that I've like gotten rid of this dumb like mapping thing that I've done for every function here, this gigantic dumb switch case. I could just copy and paste this over into here, into this trigger run, but I think we'll leave it like that for now. And then I could just, because I'm not even using the position for anything else, I actually could just I could just have this trigger. Well, not the trigger itself. It would be the variable that gets set. I guess I still need this variable. I still need some sort of trigger. This one doesn't need to be triggered. I'm just going to leave it like that. That's fine. Very excited. Storm game. Do you know if it's possible to edit the luminite yield from a given node? Yes. I don't know how to do it myself, but I know it's possible given Delaris's high yield luminite. You can take a look at Temple Lost Gate for an example. I think you can't edit it through the terrain editor. Like you can't edit it through this details tab. I think it has to be a new JSON or something. It's an inbuilt item, not item resource. It's an inbuilt resource. But it's so like the model is different, right? It's inbuilt, but the yield was actually changed, I'm pretty sure, for those maps. Like I think by default it's not high yield. At least that's what I was told, but I may have misunderstood. So my current understanding is that you can it's edit the luminite mines for BGH. Oh yeah, that. Well, but that's not the. I think Delaris uses standard high yield loom. Okay. Well, bottom line, Matterino, I think it's possible. Now I'm not 100% sure. My stomach hurts all of a sudden. So I may step away after I. There's something I need to delete here. I need to delete the big switch case here. Because this is good enough. Here. Get new staging. So this gets the other thing I want to refactor these positions out, so I'm not getting the position every time. I want to set it to a local variable in this function. Actually, I don't know if this matters because the variable's not getting reused in the function. If I wanted to actually save on processing, I'd have to set it to a global variable, which would actually be pretty trivial. I would just duplicate all these, kind of. I'd create a global variable for each of them and actually get the position for each of them. Wouldn't be crazy, but I think I'm going to leave that alone for now. That's fine. Do you know if it's possible to bound lines more in depth than just top, bottom, left, and right? Like what a long diagonal map without massive dead space in the corners. I don't think that that's possible. I think you'll be able to in the next patch set pathing. I don't know if you can you set air pathing? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's not possible currently, and it might be possible next patch. But I haven't really messed around with the terrain. You've messed around with the terrain stuff more than I have. But I guess what you're asking is maybe more of a data thing. Oh man, the next patch that's air pathing blockers, that'd be clutch as fuck. That'd be cool. I think a diagonal map would be interesting. I like looking at unique maps. Let me run this really quick. Let's also check that these positions are the same, or as I intend, rather, not the same, because they're different now. They should be 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, this is as I intend. And if I run it, does everything still work? Was this a proper refactor, or did I blow it up? It compiles. Oh, I'm now remembering that to test this, I had um, a print statement because I actually don't know what's in. I don't know what's in here. Um, so let's copy that. What the hell are we listening to? I guess it's part of. It's just part of the soundtrack for K-pop Demon Hunters. Let's switch over to I was listening to this, thinking about Hamilton earlier. Well, it seems like a lot of SC2 maps are diagonal, but you have to fill the entire map if you want to remove like a base in the top left or bottom right. It leaves hella diagonal space, or it leaves. I filled in a diagonal there. It leaves hella dead space. Yeah, yeah. Air pathing is simple to reduce dead space. What's your favorite Hamilton song? Let's see. Um, That's a tough question. Um, I think I like right now. My favorite is where is it? I think this one's my favorite right now. Let me wait. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why this is my favorite right now. Yeah, what's yours? Thanks. How about what's everybody's favorite Hamilton song? I'm curious. I like Wait for It. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait, I'll add it to the queue. Oh shit. Wait, let's okay, that one. Then we got I also like it. I also like the room where it happens. All right, add to queue. Wait for it. Saw it in Melbourne a few years ago. It was great. Yeah, I saw. Who did I think I saw it a couple times. My mom really likes it, so I saw it a few times. Matt Arena has another space map idea. It just has so much dead space. I just want it to be unflyable dead space so I can have a smaller map. That's fair. Yeah, looking forward to it. Mm-hmm. Washington on your side. The rights that we wrote. Oh, I wrote. So I'm praying that there's a specific pathing blocker option in Necrolite. That'd be nice. I didn't. I don't remember seeing it in the patch notes, so maybe not. But there's definitely stuff for the editor. Air pathing might make those close air distance maps be possible to make without worrying about balance aspect. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that too. Southern motherfucking Republicans. Fishing goes tomorrow for map counts, so I think we either finish this cool new 1v1 map. This cool 1v1 map. There's no other player. There's no enemy player. This is intended to be PvE for now. There'll also be PvP if Stormgate lasts that long, or if I want to work on it. But thank you for the reminder. Good luck with the rating in the contest. So it looks very interesting this patch. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the baby prisms. I'm looking forward to trying it. I wish there were more changes more often, but it's potentially wasted manpower. Like the reposition on the arc ship, like I saw that Hub liked that change, but like I thought it was such a waste of manpower to what like the functionality is in the game already to lift and then move it somewhere else and land it. Why did they spend time doing it in a one button? Like I don't know. It's really not a big deal. I just thought it was funny. When is voting open? I have no idea. I just think that the Ray is useless. Yeah, I'm so worried about. Like, I feel like Cell has to be super defense, or like you have to be greedy, and like, I don't know. I don't know what you mean by the array is useless, right? It's required to mine. It doesn't mine on its own, and prisms also don't mine on their own. Like you need both to mine. Yeah, but just make the arc ship the mining base. Bite the bullet. Well, but I think what they're going for is I think what Thanks pointed out in Hub's chat earlier. Like it's like Warcraft. It's like either the Night Elf mine or the Undead mine, where like you don't need the base to be there. So I mean, I think that that's interesting in that you can like lift off the arc ship, move it somewhere else, expand, and you have 2 expansions for the price of 1 arc ship. Like it's efficient that way. Yeah, I guess whatever, man. Yeah, we'll find out what it's like tomorrow. It could be completely ass, or it could be super fun. Stop being right. Oh my god. This guy. This guy. Matterino TV. So this didn't compile. I think it's probably because I need to convert this to a. I'm getting the unit, but I didn't convert it to a string. To string. I'm down. I'm not running for president. It's time. I was talking to Discord. Did they test the yeah, I did see that you ask. Yeah, I think hogs are gonna be. Yeah, I think hogs are gonna go back to being a gigantic issue in Cell in VVC, because collection arrays will take like 5 seconds. Yeah, the tables turn so hard in VVC. Yeah, because you can't keep hogs out anymore, right? They're too small, and arrays die 5 seconds maybe if you have like 4 hogs maybe, and I mean, Argents did get buffed. I think you just need to. I think Cell has to play really defensively. Is my prediction. Um, because like the turrets seem like they suck, unless they do like a ton of damage. It seems weak too. They cost. I mean, it only costs 100, so it's like relatively cheap. Um, I guess all the other turrets cost 100 as well. I don't know. Hog size change is a weird choice. Yeah, I mean, I I didn't realize that both like the inner and outer race were point 0.8. I thought there was a weird thing. Like I hope hogs are way easier to control now because they have always been the stupidest, most frustrating unit to control in the game. And vectors, their counterpart for Cell, right? Vectors move so smoothly. Like it was a frustrating part of it was a frustrating way to nerf the hog, and now the hog is like uber buffed now that it's so small and like and it'll probably be able to maneuver like super well now. Um, Rick said it can kill one fiend with 90 energy. What the fuck? That's terrible. that's that's dog shit. I thought it would be. I was hoping it'd be like. I was hoping it did like a ton of damage for it having to cost 100 energy and like uh it seems like I guess we just have to make a bunch of argents and those are the that's the defense. I guess prisms are also defense too. I guess I have to remember that. Um Another change I appreciate. I think they said animancers are smaller, right? I think like that was always weird how animancers were big and they couldn't fit in 1x1 gaps. Fast Chamber became the defensive upper, not the defensive upper now. How funny. Yeah, I'm trying to think like if Van goes hogs, I guess we'll have to see how prisms do against hogs. But I would imagine like a hog could kill like 3 prisms and then just leave and like not take much damage at all. Actually, no. I think maybe you'd only be able to kill like 1 or 2 and then have to leave. Because I think if you have like 12 prisms, it'll probably kill the hog pretty quickly. Well, I feel like maybe we're underestimating prisms, but I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow. you know, like prisms having an attack is like a game changer, even though they're like weak as hell. Like they have what 40 HP is what the patch notes said. Yeah, no more of course. Do imps stop first hog? I mean, that's not a question that like really has been asked because you have a brute, right? By the time a hog comes out, you have access to brutes and gaunts. Like the buildings are already built. You can just build the unit. So I feel like I don't know the answer to that question. 60 HP, okay, better than I thought. Still dog shit. They cost 48. They cost 40 Luminite though, right? I think that's where I got 40 from. They better have human legs, dude. I see you post that a lot. I like that picture. Small I was gonna say I do this like I print out the unit so many times I should copy and paste it into like a reference like just have a file. And then I remembered I do have a file for this. It's right fucking here, man. Uh To the Adams administration. Nice president. I'm trying to get it to a sticker, but Santa freaking hates it. Well, Jax is the one who adds the stickers, right? So you don't have to convince Senna. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe you do have to convince Senna. So we're gonna get value unit here. We're gonna get rid of this guy, this function here. Ba-da-ba-ba-bop. Ba-da-ba-ba-bop. Jax probably hates it too. It's a good sticker. It's also scary. What if you saw that run at you in the hallway at 3 a.m.? Okay, so now when there's a Stormgate LAN, are we just all gonna like cosplay as the Prism and we all that would be great. I think. Like it's just we all I mean I hope it's a warm place so we can well, actually I don't actually it'd probably be really sweaty. So maybe I don't hope it's a warm place, but I would think like we could wear shorts and then that'd be cool. Unless we all show up as the Prism, just blast a little Prism whoosh noise at a speaker. Whoa. Whoa. Yes. Okay, so that's working. I think I'm gonna push this. Refactor. My God. Okay, and then hopefully I can stash pop and have no conflicts. Excellent. We are doing very well. We are happy to see 0 conflicts. So now we can resume whatever we were working on. The indexing for this. Well, oh, I already read that. I swear I saw something pop up on the side here. Okay, so this function is going to iterate on every position. One thing is I should change this from being the unit group. I should change this into into the unit, into the staging core itself, so I'm not duplicating that logic there. Because currently I am just using. Oh, actually, currently I'm not using the variable, right? So it's kind of a moot point. Oh yeah, so this is the variable I'm trying to figure out, right? So I'm gonna change this over. To verify here that the type unit is function type. Yep. Okay. Um, thought I replaced this part with the variable. I guess I didn't. I'm so distracted by Hamilton. I've kind of been. I've just kind of spent the last like I don't know 30 seconds just listening to the song instead of working on the game. It's my favorite song in the second half. It's a very sad one. Trying to figure out, like, I can see for pick each integer, we have the get picked integer, but how does it work with the for each integer one? And I haven't figured out. Tell you a cow joke. Um, have I said what's a cow's favorite celestial body? Yes. Okay, I'll refer to the list. What do you call a cow that's under the influence? Grass fed. No, well, I like that. No, I was just thinking high stakes, but I like that too. Let me add that as one of the responses. I see. So for each integer, just kind of does it a certain amount of times. We don't actually have access to the to I in the for, which I guess I probably should infer from pick or from it's like a for each, right? So it's for each. Well, actually, no, I guess I shouldn't infer that because for the for each unit group, you have access to every unit. I got a snoozed 3 battery, no game for 250. You got to increment both of ours. I got to snooze. Good night. Thank you for popping in. I'll see you tomorrow, probably. Have a good sleep. I think I'll probably just use the pick each integer function for iterating over it. Or iterating over the grid. Trying to figure out how to better display this. Like, should I put this in the function here? I think because what I want to do is set player battle point. Okay. I'm getting hung up on looking at this variable as I need to do one thing at a time. I need to get the state. Well, okay, I kind of got to think about this a little bit more, right? Because I have to do this for every. Okay, I think I know what I'm trying to do here. I'm going to rewrite this line here to be for every row. We're going to indent this. Um, I guess what this should actually be is this, and then we should have the set player battle point to. I guess it should be set this to something. Set equal to player one battle point. Should it be position? What am I naming these things? I'm naming them positions, so battle position. Well, I think this one is point, right? This is battle center point. Okay, positions I think are, I'm just going to classify as like areas on the board, areas over here, and then points are locations in the world. I guess this should be, how do I get the battle point for, like, this is going to be a 1, right? It's going to be for player 1. How do I get the battle point for player 1? I guess I could call another function. I could create another function here that's just a simple map function that says, hey, depending on whatever this variable is, set the battle position to this. So I'm going to do something like determine battle position. Let's add a new function here. Or should it just be get battle position for player? think I'm gonna change the number of players to 4. I was thinking having 8 players, but I think I'm gonna change it to 4. Okay, so then what would happen next is we would see, for all rows, or for row 0 through 2, for columns 0 through 2, I guess this should be this: set staging core to staging core Okay, so yeah, this sets the 2 variables, which are the 2 inputs. So let's create a new function here. It's going to be get battle position. Where should we do this? Case. Wait, switch case. I'm gonna copy this over to here. We're gonna call it this one, get battle position. And essentially what I'm gonna do here is say we're gonna get the player here. It's gonna be this variable. What we're gonna do is have switch cases for I guess this is gonna be of type player, because this is a player. Yeah. So switch case 1, if it's player 1, then we're going to set this variable. We get a set variable function. I guess we don't need the skip remaining actions because it's a case switch or switch case thing. So set variable, we're going to set the battle position to, it's going to be a get, well, we should create battle points. I don't know. Farm man, ahoy, ahoy. Been enjoying your casts. Welcome back to the land of the Stormgate. Farm E love? Is that what that is? Oh, farmy. Nice. Oh, pharma is farm man. It's just I see it's the code for your channel. What am I doing here? I would show you what I'm working on, but because I've made changes, I don't think it'll compile. So, just gonna continue slogging through whatever I was doing. What am I doing here? Right. So I'm trying to. I think I'm trying to get the. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to get the. Trying to get the name of this. Trying to get the position of this point. So get position. It's really cool to see people already make stuff in the editor. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of things that I think people just haven't seen yet either. Because like there's been a lot of teasers on like the Reddit and like and in YouTube videos, but like there's like Duckies is working on like super cool, like it's like a 4-player like adventure RPG thing. I don't really know if I call it an RPG. I guess it's like I guess it is an RPG. But super fun. Yeah. Awesome. How new you to SG? Farmman's not. I wouldn't even say he's new. It's a welcome back for Farmman. He's been around for a while. He's been around the block. Actually, what does around the block insinuate? I don't know what that insinuates. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what that means. To be fair, I've been around the block when it comes to RTS. Yeah, I mean, Fireman's got a cool YouTube channel. Been recently uploading a couple of Stormgate casts just in time for release. Cross our fingers for a good release. Hoping for the best, not expecting a lot, to be honest. But hoping. Okay, so we have player 1 for battle point 1, and I think I want to essentially duplicate this. Let's get rid of what is this? Oh, this is default. I don't need the default behavior. I can just leave. Rather, I think I can just delete this. I don't think I need to. I don't think I need to specify it. Let me check. There's sub functions. It doesn't seem like I'm not 100% sure. I guess we'll find out if I delete it. If this doesn't compile. I've been looking at the Blackboard set value entity. I can basically associate arbitrary key value pairs with units. So I don't know how the entity one works. That was the one I remember James F had mentioned, like trying to do entity groups, and I haven't done enough trial and error with that. I've been sticking to specifically casting it to unit. So sorry, this is a good song. Yeah, I've been sticking to specifically set value unit or yeah, I just don't know what the entity thing does. Thanks. Do you spread the word? I've heard many people don't even know about the release tonight. Oh, it's well, I assume you're in a different part of the world, but it's in some hours here. I gotta go to sleep soon. I probably should sleep now, but I'm gonna try to wrap up all the to-dos here. I don't know if I'm gonna get through it. Actually, I'll try to speed run this, but I really like the way the game looks now. I'm not sure it's enough. Still worried Stormgate won't release well, but I'm an optimist. Yeah, hoping for the best. Your connection to AoE before games start the needs. Any new players try it out. Yeah. Does set value unit require you to save a unit? Or does it let you store anything associated unit? Oh, specific. It requires a unit. Yeah. I think it will. Uh, I think it won't compile if you or it'll either not compile or silently fail if it's not a unit. What would you be saving that's associated to a unit though? Like, like what I guess what I'm doing. Imagine for each Stormgate, like setting a reference to something else. Because like what I have right is uh like the morph cores that I spawn here, they have a reference to a unit group, and the unit group is all the units that are below it when I'm spawning them. For each Stormgate, Team 1, Player 1, Team 2, Player 4 is the last hitting player. I think you can do set value. I think you can just do set value, right? Set value. Oh, maybe like set value string is what I would try. I think I'm doing that somewhere. Let me set value string. Yeah, I am doing set value string. So you could do that. I think that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm treating those as like indexes. Um what is the syntax here? It's blackboard key value and of type string. Yeah, I guess that would make it generic. That so you don't have to hard code all the global variables to for every storm for each individual Stormgate. It would be you could have any number of Stormgates, hopefully. Yeah, that's the issue. Gotcha. Yeah, I think a blackboard would. I think you could go about it like that. All right, so I'm gonna make the rest of the switch cases here. This is if it's player 2, we return the player 2 battle point. And then similarly, player 3 battle point. Okay, so I think it's all the cases. It's 1 through 4. Player to create battle units for. All right, so this is so that is what I'm saying here. That this is the variable that gets passed in. And all it's doing is setting this variable, this output variable. It's a vector. Yeah, it's a vector. Set this variable to the position of this battle point. And then duplicate units can use it for I can use it for the position here. So this is no longer to do. I think this works. So the position for creating unit should instead of this, it should be a variable. Collapse that. This is the variable for the battle position. So we have the player and we have the position. I don't know why. I don't know how I keep jumping between. I want to do this portion, the blackboard part. Or the staging core part. So I guess I'll do that now. What are we listening to? It's somehow we got onto a playlist called Disney, or it's an album called Disney Love Songs. We got here from what, Hamilton is what we were listening to, or we're listening to different things sung by Hamilton or by Lin-Manuel. Don't go breaking my heart, but the Chicken Little rendition of it. It's a little quiet. What am I doing here? Okay, so I want to do the for each, or for picked integer. What was it called? It was general for a general pick each integer. It's not actually for. So general pick each integer. So we have the way that this function works is that it has two parameters for two integers, start and end, and then it takes in sub functions. Which it does. It then does stuff with those, with the get picture, or we have access to the get picked integer, and we can do as many functions. Okay, so what is the easiest way to figure this out? I guess probably if we take parameters here and slot that in right here. We're going to change this function over. I guess actually I would prefer to copy over the whole function. Copy something that I know works. Well, this is really long. I might just hope that this works. Oh, this is too long. I'm gonna get carpal tunnel scrolling all the way down. All right. Oh, I just bumped the mic. Apologies. Okay. So, for from 0 to 2, is this inclusive? Let me check the this. Pickage integer picked is less than or equal to end. So I think that's inclusive, right? We start at 0. This executes while this is true. So I think it's inclusive. Oh yeah, because this is for Stormgates, I think. So 0 through 4 would be all 5. So 0, 1, 2. That sounds correct. Pick each integer. Okay, so we have 0 through 2. And we're essentially going to do it again. Actually, I'm a little bit confused about the usage of what is the ID here for the actions. Is it just actions here? So this is actions, but how does the if then else work? I don't remember. So it's specifically if then and else. But for this, right, it's actions. And I guess it can just be a lot of them. I wish the example function that I'm looking at here was shorter. I guess it's tough because it's a gigantic function. Okay, I'm just going to guess at this. So we have parameters, value 1 is start and end. We copied that part over correctly. It's the actions part that I am concerned about. So we have actions as the ID. And I actually want to copy the whole thing over. So instead of logic comparison here, we're going to we're going to do another pick each integer for 0 through 2. Oh, how does that work? Because now I have two get pick, or now I have two get picked integer, right? This is kind of nonsense. I think I have to do this manually. Or how can I do this? So I don't know how does this get picked integer thing work. Like I wonder if I can set it to like a variable out like on the outer loop and then compare it to that on the inner loop. So if I look at what the code actually generates, it, this is strange because it generates a start to end to pick to because it has to be different, right? Well, so we have this one. We have this pick. It declares this. We're under the this function here. And where's this other one? Is this under the same function? Is this all under? I guess that's why it's start, end, and picked. Variables get integer suffixes added them when you use the same function more than once in a trigger. Gotcha. I guess so. I'm trying to figure out if I can. So what I'm trying to do is to nest the same function inside of it. I don't even know how that works. I don't. I feel like it Stormgate will not be able to handle that. This is just a for loop of 0 to 4 inclusive. Yeah, because like to access picked, right? It's get picked integer, but I don't have get picked integer 2 or like doesn't seem safe for nested loops. I don't know what happens because like I was thinking that what I could do is like okay before I run the nested pick I set this value to some variable, but I don't even know what it's gonna generate. Temp index variable and then manually increment it. Oh, interesting. I was totally blind to. I didn't even look at this. So why don't they just use the picked integer? Why do they set it to? Why do they set it to temp index? I guess I don't know why they do this here. Huh. It seems silly to me too. There's probably some refactoring reason. Maybe they refactored it and hmm. In other functions. So they like the Stormgate functions. They run a general while loop, set temp index to 0, increment, then break at 4. Oh, so you're saying that they use they're limit testing, I guess. They're limit testing the for statements, the for loops, and the while loops. I guess. Hmm. I guess it's also nice that we have examples of both of those uses. All right, I'm gonna try that though. I'm gonna try to set it to set it to a variable before I execute the nested loop. Prepare two symmetrical Stormgate, the general while loop. So they have functionality for making multiple Stormgates come up at a time. But then why does it need to be in a while loop? I mean, I don't think there's a benefit. Oh, you're saying. Oh, I see what you're saying. I could do general while. I could have two while loops instead of having two for loops because I'm setting my own variables and I have access to that. I'd be okay. Okay. And avoid using get picked integer. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, this is a boy in here, but you get the idea you could use an integer. Oh yeah, sure. Oh, in the condition for a while. I thought because I'm looking for where the break is here, but I guess I could just do like while the integer that I have is less than 2 or less than or equal to 2. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Interesting that they interesting to know that they attempted to experiment with multiple Stormgates at the same time and then said that's too much. We'll leave it for a future update or something. I wish I had like I wonder like how much effort it would take for them to say like to kind of demonstrate to people like, hey, this is all like the iterations we've gone through. This is why it takes so long to make changes because we're trying different things and they don't have to have like a ton of screenshots. They could just very brief thing like, hey, we tried symmetrical Stormgates. I don't know if it'd probably only be appreciated by the people who are keeping up with Stormgate, like who are already enjoying Stormgate. So maybe it's not even worth it. Did you see general for each integer? I did, but it doesn't let you use like I need access to the integer that I'm looping over. And I think that doesn't give you that seems to save the integer to a variable. I didn't think so. I think it just did a thing some number of times. I guess I'm confused where current reward index comes from. I guess oh is it do I have to oh I give it the variable. I think I was looking through how it was used in the JSON. I was like, I don't see an equivalent to get picked integer. I guess I see. So I have to give it a variable and I use that. It starts. Let me take a look at this again. It says the variable that I iterate over. The starting integer. The ending integer. And because I give it a variable, I have access to that variable because I'm declaring what the variable is. Okay. I think that makes more sense. I had misunderstood when I looked at it initially. Okay. As always, thanks. Variable integer start is going to be 0, 0 to 2. And what is this? Increment. Default is 1. Of course, I'm learning 2. Gotcha. Thank you. Learning experiences. This is also inclusive, it looks like. I could have done something more intelligent instead of hard coding the 9 different positions. I could have also done the for loop here, and I can cat it with um player 1 staging position. Probably could do some smarter logic here, but for now, it being hard coded is not too bad. Just 9 things. This is okay. So I think we've completed this one. I think we need to now complete this step, which is is this leftover from? I think this is leftover. I think we don't need that. Uh, we don't need the this pick integer thing here. We do need another set variable. We're gonna set it to this position. Oh, actually, are we calling this anywhere yet? No. Okay, so we're actually not setting the variable here. We're setting the variable here, and all we need to do is call the function actually. I need to remember how to do a trigger run. I'm going to call it this trigger. Okay. I think that's all we need to do for that, because then we're inside that trigger, we're setting the value, and we've already passed in this parameter here by having it set. Which means we just need to then run, we're going to do another trigger run here for the duplicate units. Okay, so if we're geniuses, this should just compile and this should just work. We're not geniuses. We may be going to sleep and leaving it like this. Search this for errors. There is an error in the concat here. Okay. It's always nice when you compile it and you can actually find where the error is. But it did not like my concatenation. It did not like my int to string here. So int to string takes in a value of type integer, and it converts it to a string. This should be a value, and row should be an integer. I'm going to try hard coding this to just values for now. And see if that's the issue with the variable here or if it's an issue with how I'm using the string. or how I'm using the function to convert it to a string. Interesting. Still doesn't like that. What does this returns a string, right? It returns a string. String concat. There's maybe something wrong with how I'm using string concat. I've stolen this from Mr. Thanks in the Discord because he's using string concat. Oh, I found new tech for this. New tech. What's the meta on concating strings? Oh, are you doing like format string? Maybe. Yeah. But I actually want to concat two strings here. I want to take two integers and turn them into. I want to take 0 and 0 and turn it into the string 0 0. Got it from Frost James Hero. Yeah, I think concating should serve my purpose here. I think I could use formatting. I think that would be overkill though. I'm not really sure why this isn't working. Oh, I don't have the tags to text. I haven't quite understood what that means though. But I think that is something that I'm missing here. I don't think the tag is necessary. Oh. Try it though. Also, I think that this doesn't. Also, I think it's probably in the wrong spot anyway because right now it's an integer because I'm converting it to a string. Oh, we'll see. Let me just compile this. Probably not it, but no. So it's taking issue specifically with my int to string function. Because if I just throw strings in there, it works. Do you even need to cast it? I think so, because this because string concat takes in strings. Oh, it takes in tags to string. Oh, maybe that's what I'm missing. Because we have two text here. Where does this even go? It goes under type. Oh wait, this is for string concat. Oh, I'm so confused. Wait, so this is parameters. Let me just try this. That didn't work. Okay. It takes in strings. I would think I need to cast it, but wait, let me check. What does this take in? It takes in values, takes in integers. I guess I could just, I can try not casting it. Interesting. I don't need to cast it. It's able to take in string concat is able to take in things that aren't necessarily strings. Okay, but it didn't actually do what I thought it would. I think oh, it's because I'm not calling the right function here. Did it work? Dang. Yeah, so if you look at the generator, I suppose because it's a variable, but I would think you would resolve the variable into a string and then place it in. But maybe that's why there was an error. I don't know. I wonder if it's that toString tag. I didn't. No. The toString didn't. It takes any value, then runs to toString. I didn't. I don't have that. I just passed in the variables directly into string concat, and it worked. So this I currently have running this lower level function, but I actually now want to test the higher level function, which is this one. The definition has parameter type as tags and no type specified. So I'm thinking maybe there's a cast under the hood. Maybe. Because I think thinking about it, right, it doesn't really make sense for it to actually cast it. It doesn't make sense. Like, I was expecting it to show up here as a string, but that doesn't make sense because row and column is a variable. So if it generated it into a string, it wouldn't actually, it would be static, right? It wouldn't actually follow the variable. And I think that's probably why it was erroring, but I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I was expecting. I guess what the function, what the casting does, it does that in the generation. It doesn't do that at runtime. Yeah, hopefully this works. Hopefully I can go to bed. Okay. Well, right. I didn't I created all the points, but I didn't actually place them anywhere. Um so I think that's working. I'm glad I didn't have to do like a million debuggings. I didn't have to do a ton of uncommenting. This is gonna be like uneven, but I think I just 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Save that, and then in pre-placed. Where's the new position? Oh, right here. We want this to be player 1 battle point. And that should do it.
Our forces are under
Oh,
attack.
that's not right. Oh, I renamed the wrong one. I was guessing at which one to rename, and it turned out that the one, this is the yeah. Let's flip those around. That's fine. I was considering switching these back, because like I think what happened was I duplicated it and I pulled the original one over here. Um, that's okay. So let's do 1, 2. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I should make. I should rename those first. Wait, why are there only 2? Didn't I save? Didn't I save my changes here? Oh, I added more staging positions. Oh. Oh, it's because I didn't. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. I'll just swap these really quick. Let me save that. Then we can look for the battle points here. This is the first one, so this is the second one. And this is the third and the fourth. Cool. And then we can reload the map, and we should have all 4. 1, 3. This is 4, and this is 2. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and This one is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we save and we test.
Our forces are under attack.
Excellent. We're spawning them over here. Does it work for more than one? Yep. So obviously it's not meant to. We shouldn't be spawning over here immediately when placing these down, but that's functionality I'll work on tomorrow, I guess. I mean, definitely not tonight. Still debating whether to. Still debating what I'm doing tomorrow, whether to work on this map or how much to add to this. Before getting into the 1v1 in campaign, because I do want to play the campaign for sure. Okay, so we've completed this. We've completed this. This will be pretty straightforward to cycle through all players, and then that will be I think that should be battle functionality entirely done. Oh no, I'm sorry. Most of it. I still need to mess around with finite state machines is the next large task that I generally have set up here, but no idea if this actually works. So I'll probably try to tackle that tomorrow, and I think I'm trying to think if what else I would like to do before sending it off to Bayo. I think that's probably gonna be it. It's not gonna be playable tomorrow. I think there's too much to do here. Because I still have to add health for the players and the E element and the PvE, and that's probably the biggest thing. And in a victory defeat condition, that'll probably take at least another day, I would say. And then I also still have to. I only have 3 different groups so far, so I'd have to fill those out as well. I have a bunch of ideas, but yeah, definitely not going to be playable tomorrow. Format string seems pretty versatile. Anyways, I think that's it for me tonight. Gonna raid into Maniachilo. Oh, Parting's playing Super 5. But we'll keep the raid in the Stormgate world for today. I wonder if Mr. Parting will come back. All right. Thanks all. See you tomorrow. Peace.